Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Major League Gaming. We are now on part 11 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last video, we took on the Forest Temple, and Sari has become the Forest Sage. More importantly, though, we also find out that Link was actually not a Kokiri the whole time. He was actually a Hylian. The Kokiri never really became adults even after like 7 years. But because Link was adopted as a Kokiri, he was not really a Kokiri, he was actually a Hylian. His mother, unfortunately, was injured during a war when Link was still a baby. And she entered the Kokiri forest at the time. Needless to say, the Great Decatry had to raise Link as his own. Okay, so in this next video, I'm gonna do the. I need to hunt down the big pose around the field right now. There are also some. There's also some collectibles I can get as well. I'm gonna go for the poses that are really hard to get, or rather tricky to get anyway. Anyway, let's get to it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the first one over here. Yeah, be careful when you aim with your bow on your opponent because it's a little tricky to aim while riding her. Also, keep in mind too that I'll be using I'll be borrowing Zelda Dungeon's guide on how to find the big pose, just to make this a little easier for myself and also for you guys. So major shout out to Zelda Dungeon for the guide originally. Thank you. If you're watching this, major thanks to you for the help. Okay, yeah. So the other pose should be around here somewhere. Let me take a look again. Okay, so it's gonna be right near the rock over here. Okay. Be careful not to waste any arrows. You want to make sure that you hit your target like spot on. But then again, it's not easy doing it while you're riding Epona. That is for sure. Anyway, let's move on. So there are also two big poses in this particular area that we can get. They're not really easy to get though, so we have to be very careful. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I've caught 3 poses as of right now. I'll have to bring these over to the ghost shop. Before that, however, I'm gonna play the shooting gallery minigame in Kakariko Village. It's basically the same one that you played in the Hyrule Castle Town Market. However, this time you need a bow to shoot the targets. It's gonna be right up over here. Let's go. Yeah, it'll cost us only 20 rupees like before. This time, however, the rupees will come out random, so make sure you aim carefully this time. That was a little rusty on my part, but at least we got the, there's another Cleaver upgrade we can get, and I'll take care of that in this video as well. Yeah, so the ghost shop will be right over here. Just go ahead and talk to this guy, and he'll say he'll be happy that you caught a big po, and you'll have like 100 points on your card, which can be found in Link's house in Kakariko Village. For every big po you give him, you'll get 50 rupees as well. Once you reach 1,000 points, you'll get an empty bottle. The very last one in the game as well. Okay, the next poem I'm gonna catch is right near this this large gray rock over here. Yeah, try not to make it disappear. If you need to, you can rewind this game to like retry this. That is if you have the Switch 2 anyway. And you can also use your carrots to catch up with the Poe as well. Yeah, most of these Poes are not easy to catch, so just be aware of that. Okay, so back over here, we're gonna go over to this tree. There's another big Poe waiting for us over here. Also keep in mind too that if you're gonna catch a big Poe, you have to wait a while before you can make another one spawn in a certain point. So yeah, wait for at least a minute for them to respawn and try catch them again if you have to. Okay, so right near the stream of water is a bush. You have to like pass through it to make the next Poe appear. Like I said before, uh-oh. Let me try it again actually. You have to get in a good position to try to like catch the Poe. I can just swim across again, it's not a big deal. I'm pretty fast enough anyway. Anyway, once we had that, well, I'm not gonna show me going to the ghost shop every time I get 3 Poes. It'll be just a waste of time. So I'll just catch the rest and go from there, right? Okay, so we've collected 6 Poes so far. 6 big Poes. The one over here, unfortunately, is not the easiest to catch. However, there is a little trick to this, though. It's better to try to get the Poe while you're on top over here. If you try getting it from below, it's not going to work. Alright, we got him. This one was actually a lot easier than I remember it being, but that is really good, though. This is a good thing. We made it a lot easier for ourselves. Alright, the next big Poe I'm going to catch is right over here where this fence is. It's a lot easier if I get it from down over here, actually. Alright, we got him. The last 2 will be a lot easier to catch, too. One of the Poes to catch is going to be right over here. I'm going to nab this one first. The last one will be next to Lon Lon Ranch. Alright, last but not least. The last Poe that we're going to catch is going to be right near Lon Lon Ranch. There's a little trick to this one, but it's actually not that difficult to catch either. Position yourself nicely, we can catch it quickly. Alright, that's the last one. Booyah. Okay, while I'm at it, I'm gonna collect the Skulltula that's near this tree. You have to plant a bomb next to it to make a hole reveal itself. Now, yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to lure this blue Tektite towards you. Once close enough, take it out with your sword. Then either dive down to it or use your iron boots to collect the heart piece down in the water. You need the golden scale to catch this one if you're gonna dive down for it. It's what I prefer anyway. Yeah, so at this point we should have about 13 heart containers right now. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, so while it's still fresh in my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and collect whatever collectibles are over here. There's something over here I can get. All I have to do is plant a bomb and fall into the hole, and we'll grab what we need. Yeah. Our next stop is Death Mountain, but they'll have to wait till like another video, I think. Heart piece for 10 rupees. That's a pretty good deal, actually. Okay, the next collectible I'm gonna get is right over here by this tree. Just like the other ones that I got already. Place them near the tree, and the hole will reveal itself. Yeah, so there should be a Skulltula down here that we're gonna collect. I'll have to take out the Skulltula first before I can collect it, though. Okay, so we have caught all 10 big Poes. We have 1,000 points. And the final empty bottle is now mine to possess. Oh yeah. And there we go. So the last empty bottle is ours. Okay, so while I'm over here, there are a couple of things I'm going to get. First, I'm going to go back to the Temple of Time and talk to Sheik. We're going to let her know that we've conquered the Forest Temple and saved Saria. And then we learn a new melody from her. I know Sheik was referred to as a guy in the original version, but Nintendo ended that debate many years ago. I can't remember what year that was, but I'm just glad that it's over with. Yeah, so once you clear the Forest Temple, at the very least, you'll have the ability to come back to the Temple of Time with the song, and of course, if you're going to say the other sages, you have to go back in time by dropping the Master Sword on the pedestal of time. By doing so, we become young Link again. However, we're not going to do that just yet, though. That's going to happen like in the next couple videos from now. So we're going to be adult Link for quite a little bit. Yeah, we'll definitely need the song like very later on in the game, so we would definitely want to have it ready while we still have the chance to obtain it. Okay. And with that being said, Sheik says goodbye to us. Okay, so after we leave the Temple of Time for the song that we just obtained, I'm gonna go up here to where Ganon's castle is. The reason why is because there's actually a gold Skulltula that we can obtain with the Hookshot. You must have the Hookshot first before you grab the Skulltula. I remember as a kid, Ganon's castle always gave me the creeps. However, the castle's design in this game is very nostalgic to me. So once I get the Skulltula, I'm going to head over to Gerudo Valley, because I'm going to go ahead and rescue the Carpenters early on. That way, not only will they repair the bridge, I can also get the largest Queaver in the game, and have a few Skulltulas there too. So let's go ahead and head there now. Okay, here we are. We're gonna head for the Gerudo Fortress. I'm only gonna come here for right now, just to rescue the Carpenters. The Gerudo training ground will have to be a thing like very later in the game, because I don't really have enough tools to do it right now, actually. All right, so once we get over here, I'm gonna park Epona right in the spot. Now, whatever you do, don't get close to any Gerudos that you see. You don't want the guards to see you either, because if they see you, they'll catch you and throw you into a cell. Don't let that happen. Instead, we're gonna go up to this building over here. There's a Carpenter waiting for us to be rescued. I would definitely recommend that you use the Biggoron Sword to take out the guards here easily. Because if you take too long to beat them, they'll capture you. Using the Biggoron Sword is pretty easy on these guys, actually. Even if you take a few hits, it should be a big deal. But watch how they move, because if they get into a pose where they'll like strike you down, you know, you'll be defeated and be taken to a cell. Yeah, so we have 3 more carpenters to rescue right now. The skulltulas that are around the fortress only show up at night. I'll make it nighttime when I feel the need to. Anyway, let's go in here now. The next carpenter is going to be right here to rescue. Okay, I'm gonna go silent for just a minute here to focus on getting all the carpenters for this video. See you guys. I'll see you guys in a moment, okay? Okay, so there are two doors we can go into. If you're playing this game for the first time, you definitely want to make sure that you check all the doors in the fortress. Okay, so for this carpenter, once you rescue him, you want to go back to where you came from, because the other side's not going to really be an exit or another way around the fortress. Okay, so we're going to climb up these vines. We're going to go up here now. Ready or hookshot to get across? There's also a heart piece around here too. We'll worry about that later. I'm gonna play the sun song to make it nighttime to catch the skulltula. Once I do that, I'm gonna go down to that door right next to me and rescue the last carpenter. Now this one's going to be a little tricky to get through. Wait for the guard to come across. Use your hook shot or arrows to stun the guard. The last carpenter will be over here. Okay, this last carpenter will tell us something really important that's going to be useful later on. The Eye of Truth is reference to a certain item in this game. We'll be getting to that very, very later on in the series. Once the Carpenters are all rescued, they'll go ahead and repair the bridge for you. In addition to that, you'll have access to the Gerudo Fortress without the need to be caught or imprisoned. Yeah, so this Gerudo chief basically tells Link that it's because of Ganondorf, the Gerudo, they don't really have a thing for men in their tribe. And honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, Ganondorf is evil. And he's the reason why this is happening. Okay, excellent. The Gerudo's membership card. Okay, so back up here again, we're gonna go this way. You need to have either the Scarecrow Song or the Longshot from the Water Temple to get this heart piece. Since I'm here with the Scarecrow Song, I'll just use Scarecrow Song to get it in this video. But the Longshot will definitely do the trick better. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that heart piece then. I'll have to get a little closer, yeah. There we go. Okay, so here we are in the archery area. There's a skeleton waiting for us to be collected. Let's go over here. Huh. That was a pretty good shot, if I say so myself. Okay, once we grab this, I have to make a daytime and play the archery minigame for the final cleaver upgrade. Okay, now that it's daytime, the Gerudo are out watching. Talk to this one Gerudo up here, and she'll let you play the archery minigame for 2 prizes. The first one being a heart piece, and the last one being the largest cleaver in the game, which will be the final upgrade here. Well, I didn't really steal the horse. Well, technically I did, but Epona was ours from the beginning anyway. Yeah, make sure you have plenty of rupees for this one minigame, because it's not easy getting the score that you want for the prizes. Try going for the bullseyes as many times as you can to get the highest score possible. You need at least 1,500 points to get the large cleaver. So I did pretty good either way. To play this game again, get on Epona again and talk to the Gerudo to play this once more. With a lot of experience, this is actually not too bad. Yeah. Be mindful of the arrows that you got to get the higher score. And that's it, we got it. Yahoo! Whoops, let me see what she says here. that's it. We got the largest Queever in the game that we can get. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here, guys. And so the next time we play this game, I'll be conquering the Fire Temple next. It's a ways to go from here, but based on my experience, I should get there no problem with the Epona. I'm also going to check the map real quick, see if I got all the... Okay, yeah, so we got all the spiders over here. Lake Hylia still has one, I know where it is anyway. Lonely Mansion have a few taken care of, and Copper Village, same thing. Cool. Yeah, so we're on the right track here. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Majorly Gaming, logging out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.